5th week of practice. So let's begin Urdhva Prasārita Padāsana. So I remind you that the way these videos work is you learn the poses individually by watching the videos, each video for each pose, and then we do the practice together. But the practice videos are not to learn the poses, they are to do the sequence together, but you should know the poses first, It's best. So Urdhva Prasārita Padāsana, and then extend your arms overhead, upward, foot spread pose. You can stay anywhere from 1 minute to 5 or 7 minutes. And then coming back with the arms, bending the knees, rolling over to the side, and coming up. Next pose, Ardha Uttanāsana. Hands to the wall pose. Hands at the height of the shoulders, fingers well spread, walking back, feet under the pelvis, feet hip width apart. Arms extended, legs extended, ears between the arms. Adho Uttanāsana. And you can repeat this 2 or 3 times. And then coming back. Chair, Bharadvajāsana, 3rd pose. The twist on the chair. So I'll be going to my right. You can go to your right to begin with. Sitting well, heels under the knees. Feet straight, eyes at eye level. Inhale, extend the arms out. Exhale and turn. Inhaling up. Exhale and turn. So this is the 5th week. So you've done this pose about every day, ideally, for at least 4 weeks. So you should know how to do this pose by now. Coming back, extend the arms and release the arms. Have some familiarity, good familiarity with the pose. You have watched the videos for the pose and learned how to do the pose. Second side. Inhale up. Exhale and turn and placing the hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and twist. Pushing with the left hand when turning to the left to open the left side of the chest. And you can repeat this 2 or 3 times. It's recommended to do 3 times. Coming back, extend the arms for a moment and release. We're just doing it once together. And next pose, rope 1, action. Rope 1 action. So you can use a doorknob or a shelf, or have shown how to use the chair. So fingers interlaced, placing the hands on the hook, heels under the pelvis, looking forward. Make sure you don't turn your head. Lengthening the sides of the body, extending the arms, legs firm. And then we'll do the other interlace. Change the interlace, and you can do it at your own pace. I'm just going through the sequence with you, and these are the poses that we've done for 4 weeks. This is the 5th week, so I'll spend a little more time in the new poses that we're adding. Lengthen the legs, lift the chest, extend the arms. Deflate the abdomen on an exhalation, and then release the arms and extend the arms down. So the feet are well planted, the arms are well extended, chest lifted, and feel the circulation in the chest. Outer shoulders back. And this is an introduction to Virāsana. And then slowly release. And then we're down on the floor for downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Far enough away so you can see. So coming to Chaturangāsana, it's all 4 position, all 4s position. And in Chaturangāsana, hands slightly in front of the shoulders, hands mat width apart, knees, so hands actually right under the shoulders, knees slightly back behind the hips. And spreading the fingers well, so this is the pose we added last week. Arms firm, curl the toes under, mat width apart. Take a good inhalation, and as you exhale, lift both knees at the same time, and moving the body up and back. Extend the arms, extend the legs. Press the thighs back. You can see your knees here. Kneecaps lifted, thigh muscles firm. And pressing the thighs back without bending the knees, lower the heels down. And as you lower the heels, lift the pelvis up. Lengthen the waist up. Lengthen the sides of the body up. Exhale and relax the abdomen on the exhalation. And you can stay for up to 2 minutes. It's good to build up week after week a little bit longer. A 2 minute stay is good. You can repeat the pose twice if you want, but don't overstay. 2 minutes is something that's built over time. And then coming back to your knees, Chaturangāsana. And then we're moving into one of the poses we're introducing today, which is Virāsana. So, blanket. As you start practicing, you'll notice that there are some props that you need to have in order to have a correct practice, correct support, correct setups. You need to have certain props. So Virāsana is sitting, thighs together, feet apart. The prop is just under your ankles. And then move those calf muscles away and sit. So the video for Virāsana is available. You can find it. And I explain carefully how to set up for Virāsana, how to set up if you have knee issues or ankle issues. And in Virāsana, spread the toes and get the baby toe mounts down and the outer ankles in. Baby toe mounts down towards the floor, outer ankles in, sides of the body long, shoulders back. If the knees are unhappy, you can put more height under your pelvis. Don't stay in the pose if your knees are complaining. And then maintaining the actions of the balls of the baby toes down and the outer ankles in. Release the hands, spread the collarbones, eyes at eye level, facial muscles quiet, Virāsana. And a stay in this pose for 5 minutes is really good, so you can build up over time. Start with 30 seconds or 1 minute, and then you can build up to 5 minutes, little by little, week after week. And then to come out, always coming out in a symmetrical way. Taking the bolster away or the support, and when you're all fours, stretch one leg at a time, if need be. And then you cross your ankles, and you sit behind your feet, going out through Dandasana. This is Dandasana. Legs straight, firm, long, aligned, active, even. And then at some point, you feel that your legs will be ready for you to move on. So when that time comes, we'll set up for the second pose we're introducing today, Supta Baddha Konāsana. So let's see, bolster, support for each leg, and the video for Supta Baddha Konāsana, all the poses that I introduce in the weekly practice, those videos are available on my channel, so you can learn the poses. So you have, the bolster is to one side of the mat, blanket under the head, a blanket under each leg. And to put the belt on, you sit at the edge of the bolster. Have a good loop, and you get your trunk in the loop and your feet in the loop. And the belt is pulling towards you, as I explained. All of this I explained in the Supta Baddha Konāsana video, recline cobblers pose. The belt should be low enough. And then you sit on the floor, have a little space between your pelvis and the bolster, and take whatever amount of support you need so that your groins and your thighs feel supported. Lift the chest, move the buttocks flesh away from the low back, and then lie back with a lifted chest and use your hands to move the buttocks flesh away. And And moving the buttocks flesh away, you can even push that belt a little bit further down. The head blanket all the way all the way to the base of the neck. And if you have room overhead, extend the arms overhead. So at first, keeping your eyes open, lengthen the sides of the body, deflate the abdomen on the exhalation, and just feel the verticality of the pose. You have this length from the pelvis all the way up to the fingertips, and then maintaining that length, cross your elbows. Take a good inhalation, and on the exhalation, close your eyes. So if the bolster makes your back unhappy, then come back out, and you can do it flat on the floor. I need to include a video on how to do it flat on the floor without the bolster, or have less height under the trunk. Don't stay in the pose if your low back or your sacrum is bothering. Change the cross of the elbows, tongue relaxed, jaw relaxed, facial muscles absolutely quiet. And feeling the verticality of the pose, the length of the sides of the body and the length of the front of the body. We're going to bring the hands down by the abdomen, interlace the fingers on top of the abdomen, resting the interlaced hands on the navel. And here, slide the shoulder blades down a little bit, away from the base of the neck. Feel the broadness of the collarbones, outer shoulders down, the tops of the shoulder blades gently descending towards the bolster, and feel the abdomen deflate on the exhalation. Change the interlace of your fingers. Be aware of your exhalations. Watch your exhalations so that you stay connected inside, aware and present in your pose. And then relax the arms to the sides, what we call Shavasana position, where the arms are kind of at an angle, released to the side, palms facing up. And with the palms facing up, lengthen the backs of the arms, roll the upper arms out, so you have more weight on the index or middle knuckle instead of the baby finger. And in this pose, you can stay anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes. We are going to come out now. So gently open your eyes on an inhalation. And then you're going to use your hands to help you sit up. You place the hands near your waist, and you press down, use your arms and your shoulder blades, and you sit up. And then you take the belt away and stretch your legs out. And after lying on a bolster, it could be very nice to lie flat on the back, so the back is more neutral, because the back can be a little achy after lying on a bolster. So taking everything away, just a head blanket. Make sure the heels are on the mat. This is going to be a mini Shavasana. And lying down, I'm going to, I'll teach you proper Shavasana at some point, not today. But lying down straight, you can put the bolster under your thighs. And then make sure the head blanket is only under the head and neck, not the shoulders, palms, the arms relax to the sides, palms facing up. And with the exhalation, you can close your eyes. Relax your legs and your arms. And you can stay here for just about a minute, or up to 5 minutes if you want. It's just so that the back relaxes in a more neutral position before closing the practice. So when you're ready to come out, you open your eyes on an inhalation, One arm at a time, bend your elbows. One leg at a time, bend your knees. And then keeping your gaze quiet without lifting your head, roll to your side. And then slowly sit up. And you can sit just for a moment on your bolster or on your blanket. Just for a moment. Eyes quiet, hands on your thighs, palms together at the center of your chest. Close your eyes and just take a few breaths here. You can stay as long as you feel quiet and peaceful. And then you can release your hands and open your eyes. So the 5th week of practice, we added Virāsana and Supta Baddha Konāsana. This will be a practice of maybe 15 minutes or so. Happy practice.